And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be carrying on the main story of Final Fantasy XIV's expansion, Endwalker. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So, we are here in the Sea of Stars, May Lamentorum at 2114, and we need to talk to Thancred. The quest is called a Harey Situation. So Thancred's dumbfounded expression suggests he is still struggling to comprehend the spectacle he has just witnessed. Yeah, you and me both. They must be the Loporits mentioned in the Watcher's records. And not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let's be about it. Okie dokie. So I'm assuming I have to go all the way down there. So, let's go. Okay, so we made it down here, and we need to talk to Chipper. Let's do that now. Okay. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. The leader of the crew, not me I'm afraid. Singing's Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispiest, cleanest air for the people of Epheris. And that's a promise. And he just walks off. So, okay. Alright, let's go to the next place. Okay, so we caught up with the next one. Dozing. A leader? No. Sleeping Way, my job is, perhaps I'd better ask? Okay. So the next one, the snappy guy is all the way at the other end. Okay, let's go. Okay, we've caught up with the snappy Loporit. So let's talk to him. What? How in the... Where did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Were you the one giving orders earlier? Me? Oh yes, of course. As I am the only one around here capable of doing anything properly, it falls to me to take charge of the others. Well, well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it. Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? Are they like 1,000 years old? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing around gawping. I must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back towards the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center. If you should find yourselves lost, I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we caught up with the snappy Loporit.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. My name is Living Way, and we are the Loporits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Etheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Living Way's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Yeah, I feel like the Loporits voices are spot on. It's a voice you'd expect
Confusion and bewilderment are completely
little animals have.
understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Etheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Etheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Etheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
I mean, this reminds me of Death Stranding, where they were like standing on the moon looking at Earth, saying that death is coming.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Etheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Etheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you. Grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
Oh, really?
Easier said than done, admittedly. For one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems.
Okay.
We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Yeah, but that means probably like 4,000 years.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings.
Interesting.
And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, The ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement.
So they basically just completely give up on Etheirys.
No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Hydaelyn herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Etheirys, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Uh-oh.
Building way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Cool. Alright, next quest. It's called A Taste of the Moon. With the final days fast approaching, Living Way is keen to complete her preparations. Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers-to-be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall. Here at Bestway's Burrow, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. So we have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure that you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet at the Caratorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Etheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporits and this vessel. Cool. Alright, let's catch up to them. Okay, so we've caught up with Living Way. So, welcome to the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I've practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist that you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up, and we're all quite famished. Hop along the platforms here, and you'll find a storage unit full of to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. Interesting. So let's see if it's close by. So they said jump up these platforms. So let's see. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's see this storage crate. You open the storage unit and find rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. Which carrot will you choose? Take a moment to reconsider. Peculiar-looking blue carrot. Unassuming orange carrot. The vibrant yellow one, or the ominous crimson. Let's do the ominous crimson. Soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson creation belie its staggering weight. The excessive length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. Okay. Are you saying you wish to eat this carrot? No, it sounds like a flippin' dildo. Next. Vibrant yellow carrot. While it has no peculiar smell to speak of, the yellow variant is unusually light and springy. These qualities, together with its excessive length and girth, would lead anyone to question whether it is indeed a carrot. Will you eat it? Nope. Same reason. Okay, let's look at the peculiar-looking blue carrot. So the blue variety is strangely supple to touch and smells vaguely of mint. Its excessive length and girth only adds to the dubiousness of this so-called carrot. Nope. I guess let's get the boring, normal one. The unassuming orange carrot. From a frown to tip, no scratches or blemishes mar this immaculate specimen. Nevertheless, if not for its excessive length and girth, one might think it was an ordinary carrot. Fine. Let me try the ordinary carrot. On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it's safe to eat first. Fair enough. Alright, let's go back down and talk to Cooking Way. A quick hop, step, and a jump. Alright. So, did any of our selection set your mouth to watering? Not really. So, the obscenely large carrot. So it says, even Vera are like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot. That or be offended by all those who assume that they would. Okay, hand over. Oh yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. Okay, let's eat the oversized carrot. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. There is a satisfying crunch as you sink your teeth into the orange skin, and a warm, tingling sensation runs down your spine. With the second bite, a wave of euphoria washes over you, and you drown in bliss. Alas, as you finish, the elevation fades, leaving you with a desperate craving for another carrot. Okay. So, what did you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? The carrot of happiness is full to bursting with nutrients and is guaranteed to leave you feeling satiated. It's a staple among us Lola Brits. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help you sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. These carrots are extraordinary, but what if I don't like carrots? I can certainly see demand for this in Charlian. I mean, think about the other, like, quote-unquote, passengers. You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in this fashion. Or not, we have a parade version on hand if you haven't had the time to chew. I take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from, and naught else? Yeah, like, where's the Impossible Burger? If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Ephesus? Surely you are aware that we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate? Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. Now, that's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a fresh carrot from production? A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know? That otherwise imperishable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned from your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present, continuous, verb, conjugations. Yeah, because I know English well. Just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? Oh, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore does thy deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain that they understand immediately what each of us does. We'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Ephesus as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than the latter. It would appear that these is naught but carrots on the menu. Okay, let's complete this quest. Alrighty, next quest. It's called Styled a Hero. Livingway is eager to show you more of the moon's wonders. I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way. And let me guess, they're designed for, like, rabbits. Okay, so let's catch up to Livingway. Okay, so we caught up with Livingway. Let's talk to him. So here we are, the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Hydaelyn, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the selfsame affinity for her magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know that you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized aether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra viz we needed. My, how resourceful. The sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear that we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account with our designs. But why take my word for it when you simply can try on our clothes? Make yourselves known to the workers and they will see to the rest. Okay. We're gonna try on some clothes. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we caught up with the restless Lolorit, so let's talk to him. Ah, it's you. One of the visitors from Ephesus. Goodness me, Mapping Way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Alright, you're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion for you today? An outfit that embodies my bloodlust. Something simple, yet functional, fashionable and refined ensemble. Simple and functional, right. Ahem. This will only take a moment. There we are, all finished. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. Nothing too billowy or frilly, as you can see. Also light and durable. Sure to serve you well wherever your travels might take you. Would you look at that? Speechless. And there I thought you may not like it. If you've a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure that they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change back into your normal garments if you move too far away. Look at your map for the garment change area of effect. Speak with the restless Loporit to restore or prolong the garment change. Interesting. Okay, so where's the next one? Okay, so basically it's just within the Caratorium. Okay. Alright, let's see where the next one is. I'm guessing it's over there. See if we can avoid the mobs as well in the meantime. I mean, I guess they didn't explain why there's monsters around here. Don't care. Bye. Don't care. Bye. Busy. Alright. Let's, oh, come on! Okay, so I quickly dealt with that mob. So, no one said that you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try on my clothes, for real? Of course. It would be my honor. Did you have anything in mind? Got anything with a little more flair? I'm looking for clothes with an altogether different design. Surprise me. Yeah, surprise me. I think I can have that. Let's see. This should do. Basically a gatherer. Some of my best work yet. It is a relatively new concept incorporating an idea that's never been tried with clothing before. Fragrance. Can you smell the carrots? Ah, simply divine. I was worried how the concept would turn out when you put to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Won't you go and show Living Way? I'm sure that she's eager to see what we've come up with. You must continue wearing these garments. Okay. Alright. Let's go to back to Living Way. Alright, we made it back to Living Way. So, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. You needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon, and we Loporits in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. Okay. Sorry to have kept you waiting. They insisted that we sample all of their concepts ere we returned. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. It's curious why they're all wearing Garlean masks. I think it's past time we returned these clothes. I was so confident our garments would meet your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that, in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Ephesus, they will most certainly have need of your attire. It's clear that you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so... whatever. I'm going to try and pronounce it. So, speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my taste, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individuals and their potential preferences. I fear that we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our babbles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such formal fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Hydaelyn's love for Etheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14, and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. Living Way, might we have leave to explore Best Ways Borough unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Till later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. It was actually something I wished to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? He's spying on us? Okay, let's speak to the fidgeting Loperit. Ah, my apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Sure. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Etheris, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Etheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear that we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait. You still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Alrighty. Okay, let's go all the way the Growing Way, and let's see what we need to do. Okay, so we caught up with Growing Way. So you're here. You're really here. Thank you. Thank you so much. What should I call you? I mean, my name is floating above my head. Mithrie Manafil. Crikey. Even your names are amazing. Well, Mithrie, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready. Cool. Okay, let's go to the residential area.
Ready in the teleporter. Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really, but but the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Etheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
The greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up.
Okay.
It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see.
It's like they just throw in Acme sound effects.
But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Okay, let's walk the growing way. So, gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. A shame you couldn't see it, though. You really would have liked it. Cool, and that's complete. So you can now travel between the upper and lower floors of Bestways Borough via the teleporter. Awesome. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.